fun time that we're going to have on Spirit Sessions of View of the Light. This is something that we do once a month toward the beginning. We get together and we pre-record card readings to share with you, our Spirit Sessions family. So go hit the YouTube and notification bell and subscribe, and we appreciate you being here, and we will be commenting on when the show is playing live. And it's going to be the Leo new moon, which, I love new moons. It's always exciting time for new beginnings and setting new intentions. So I'm going to start today with a quick intention from the New Moon Intention Oracle deck by the Sage Goddess. And what we pulled today is Healed Shadow. Isn't the new moon the perfect time for working on our shadow work anyway and stuff? And so we're getting the news and affirmation of a healed shadow, card number 30. My shadow is no longer denied, but is rather fully acknowledged and integrated into my life. Half of the whole of my beauty. I integrate my shadow and I see the gifts that dwell within it, bringing them gently and intentionally into my heart and my work in the world. It's a message to embrace these shadows, these parts that we've pushed away or that were stolen from us or that we forgot about or had to subdue. It's time to embrace them and bring them into every part of our life going forward now. More card readings coming up for you guys. We're throwing the ball and we're pitching it, and it's Giancarlo's turn.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This is Giancarlo from the Success Oracle Mentorship, and the card that I have for you for the month of August is from the Animal Spirit Otter. And I was late last night, just felt guided to share messages, and I was messaging everybody and doing activations and sharing animal spirit messages. And the other one says obstructed joy, playfulness, as the foster kitties are playing here and running all over the place. Contentment, perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, the otter. Wow. Represents absolute bliss. That's interesting because one of the other cards that I had here is also bliss.
Oh, wow.
So otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and a reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? Just ask yourself, what would my life look like if I would allow myself to play a little bit more? What would it take to bring you there? The other card begs these questions and wants to transport us to those precious places as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, make silly excuses. To bring into balance a dance party or a celebration. And that is your card, and I'm throwing the ball to King.
Thank you so much. And I think it's beautiful, inviting playfulness in, but also letting go of what no longer serves us and embracing everything with love. And today there were two cards I wanted to play. So I first picked a card of my own, Activating the Flower of Love card deck, and it was number 18. But when I was reading it, let's see, here's the card. And this is like a sacred geometry sign, and there's a beautiful star in the middle that creates this stardust around, and it's a beautiful circle, but it's field expansion. And especially as we're going to the 888 portal, it is this year it's an 38 portal, but it's really inviting us to, I will read the first lines, but embrace the infinite potential within you and allow yourself to soar to new heights. Release the chains of limitation and embrace the unlimited possibilities of the universe. As you expand, your field releases and makes room for the highest version of you to rise. And there's much more, but what I wanted to share, like this card came in, there was another card that wanted to be pulled. And this is one of my favorite card decks, the Earth Warrior card deck by Elena Fairchild. And it was card, let's see, number 10. And let's see, and that is Guardian of, I probably don't pronounce this correctly, but sorry for this, Papatuanuska. But it's connecting to Mother Earth, the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth is sacred, empowering and healing. You are destined to become more spiritual, intimate with her, sharing in her creative potency and wisdom. And as I received these cards, the message came through like, we are being invited to rise into our next level, to elevate, to step into the light and to rise. But we are also here on Earth, and that is why this card came forward, because we need to ground it, we need to take it in, we need to anchor it in our body, in our vessel, in co-creation with Mother Earth, because when we do, new levels of this wisdom comes true. It's not only being in meditation and feeling the bliss there. No, we are being invited to feel the bliss in every moment, in every area of your life. So ascend to new heights, but then bring this ascended wisdom into your body, into your cells. Feel, acknowledge, embrace everything that you are with love, and see the beautiful things that blossom from that. Because it's not only going higher, it's almost like the air balloon. Like if you have a beautiful air balloon and you're rising and you're putting air in it, but if there are a lot of bags around it that keep it down, you don't go very high. So now you are being invited to release, so that you can rise even more. But that is going into the material. It's going into the element of your being, because our body is also part of Mother Earth. So embrace both, the rising and the descending, because they are part of the ascension journey. And I think as we're going into the 888 portal, it's very important. Like, bring your wisdom even more, feel it, embody it in every area of your life, whether you're going through the grocery store or being a beautiful channel for light, or whatever you feel called or guided to do. Balance both. And you are beautiful, powerful. And now I'm giving the word to Marla. So thank you.
Ah, awesome. Just one thing, Kim, I was just, as you were talking about grounding it into Mother Earth, when we ground that into Mother Earth, is that a way of sharing it to the rest of the world as well?
Yeah, but it's through our being, because then, like, there are a lot of things that we can understand with our minds, but we are being invited to understand it with every cell of our body, to feel it, to experience it, and then we become the embodiment of what we know. Like, it's really, bringing it down and feeling like, okay, this wisdom, how does that want to be shared in every moment, when I'm doing the groceries, when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm with my children, when, like, with your colleagues at work. Like, it's not only being this, sometimes we have this like, okay, when I'm at home, then I'm on this spiritual journey and this is ascension, but ascension is everywhere we go. So be the embodiment of love, be the embodiment of your wisdom and of your truth. And yes, they will sometimes invite you to feel what we're not ready to feel. But there's the true healing. There's the true elevation. We can keep neglecting the sands of bag that are around this balloon, but then we will never rise. But that's, I think, the paradox of this beautiful thing, because we are being invited to rise so that we can anchor even higher vibrations of consciousness here on Earth. So it's like rising up to descend again with that wisdom. And that's the beautiful thing, because Mother Earth is waiting for us to co-create on these deeper levels and to help us unpack, because we receive them in energy. But then there is this knowing or understanding that happens when we anchor that with Mother Earth. And for everyone that looks different, but it's honoring your journey and honoring your ascension and how it wants to come true to you. And there's so many levels there, but there was a beautiful download that came through, because I thought I was only doing my deck, but then it said, no, it needed a balanced card. So I think this is really beautiful. So embrace this journey. So
thank you. I'm going to put it over to Marla. There we are. Oh,
I love that, Kim. I also have two cards, and first one from Kim's deck. Really, really loving this deck. So it was card number 9. Again, just love the art on it also. But number 9 in numerology, it's a number of endings, and then makes sense. Like, we're going into this new moon, right? So we can leave that behind, let go of what was no longer serving. So this is soul remembering. Let me hold it so y'all can see it. It is in a moment of powerful transformation where you are called to awaken to your true potential and journey within to rediscover your divine blueprint. Listen closely to the whispers of your soul and trust in the guidance of your higher self to lead you towards your purpose. The universe is conspiring in your favor, and new possibilities are waiting to be discovered. Embrace this moment of spiritual awakening and let the fire within you light the way to your highest potential. The completion of one cycle brings forth the beginning of another, and as you step into the new, you will find yourself guided toward your soul's journey. Trust in the power of this moment and let it guide you. Which is really, really beautiful. And then the second deck was from the Goddess Power deck.
Oh.
Wanted to come and play also. And the card was pulled as number 22. It was in the reverse position, so it will be an alignment message, but this is Iris communication. You are facing a moment when communication between you and others may have been disconnected. Perhaps people are withholding information from you, or you're not being clear about their motives. Now is the time to ask for clarity and to get clear yourself. If you're sitting on the fence and are ambivalent about your direction, say that. Don't be afraid to hear what might disappoint you. Take a straightforward attitude. Your alignment task is to say no to playing games, no to coercion, manipulation, and covert intentions. Be clear and demand the same from others. The message goddess Iris knows the importance of clear communication, and she urges you to speak up for yourself. If you've come from an environment, family, or cultural history where you have not had a voice, this might feel like you're yelling, but that's all right. Times are changing, and now is not the time to be shy. It's okay to feel awkward or flustered, but the goddess Iris brings her powers of clarity and says it is your turn to be heard. So gather your courage. The people who are important to you in the long run will listen and witness you, and then you can engage in positive conversation that leads to heartfelt solutions. Even if your voice feels untrue and comes from a victim mentality, you must still speak what is inside you in order for you to heal or change it, or to find a way to find the real truth. Let yourself be heard, and the great goddess will send strong teachers and wonderful allies for you.
Wow.
So beautiful. Like, wow. I did not read through any of these and I pulled them. I just trusted that the messages were meant to come through. But I love how the synchronicity of all working together and just like that awakening and leaving behind what no longer serves and really just stepping into your power. It feels like a very powerful portal this month. And I'm excited to see what unfolds.
That's wonderful. Okay, this would be the last one of this cycle, and that's mine. And I'm going to give you an overarching archangel that's going to help you with anything that resonates. This is card reading for the collective. And then Teresa is going to do a meditation, a short meditation. And then we will each pull another card. This will be for individuals. So it'll be, you pick 1 to 5 and whoever you feel, and then I'll just randomly put up the people who are next. And so whoever reads in that position will be your personal card. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So everyone who's watching now or on the replay, because of course it'll all be on the replay, please put your number in the comments. Whether it's on YouTube or on the podcast or on Facebook, whichever place you're watching it from. Hopefully StreamYard will like me this time and put it on the Facebook without me having to do something different. But yeah, do that now. And then we'll go into Teresa's reading meditation afterwards, and then we'll start the readings over again. Okay, so the overarching archangel that wanted to come and help you through the messages that are resonating with you from the collective is Uriel. And he says, learning experience. Take the time to review and study and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. And this card's from Kyle Gray's deck, his new, the Archangel's Oracle, the 22 Archangel's Oracle. And what struck me about this card is the solar plexus and Lion Gate, and how it reminded me of Lion's Gate. The energy of the sun behind. Uriel's, of course, the Archangel of Light, and how he's powering us through, maybe to help power through anything we're going to learn and manifest through this powerful energies of this 888 gate. And I think part of it is the knowledge and maybe seeking knowledge of what's going to go on and how you can best use this energy going forward. So pay attention, talk to Uriel, get out in the sun, and start anything that sparks your interest. Like pay attention to your intuition. If it catches your interest, then dive a little bit deeper, and know that your angels are here giving you the pushing and the whispers. So listen to them, call on them for their help. Okay. So Teresa, I'm going to take it over to you. Teresa was caught on the fly, but she's been listening to all our messages and has a little.
I got notes.
Oh my gosh, you do have notes. Okay. Have a meditation for us. And then we'll go into the cards after that again. Okay.
What I love about Uriel is I do have a weird personal relationship. Uriel brought me from the future life I was living and dropped me into this one back in 1965. No, probably before that. But anyway, he's why I'm here. And I thought, oh, how exciting. And he's like, and so I realized that there's still so much for me to learn, that it's not just an open book, and this is what he's about. He's about knowledge and our applying the knowledge to it. So I think there's a lot of good points today, but this is also going to be a meditation with Archangel Uriel. And we are working on our own personal sun, our solar plexus there. So let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths together and let it go with a sigh. Because this is grounding you. Inhale again. Just letting go for the moment. Just for a moment. It's okay. Letting it all go. And breathe in the light all around you. Hold it at the top, allowing space for more. And then allow this to go. And where we are is in a beautiful scene on a hill, and this hill is overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. And I know this because I see the sun slowly beginning to rise up out of the ocean. See, if it was the other one, it'd be going down. So here we are, looking to the east, looking to new beginnings, and we're seeing the sun as it rises. Only today, we are feeling it in a much different way. Rather than just feeling the heat on our skin, you are feeling the activation of your solar plexus. And there's another way to do this. Imagine you in that scene as you're looking out at the ocean, spreading your arms out wide and your palms toward the east. Soak in the sunlight and all the light codes in through your hands. Soak it, soak it, soak it with the inhale. And now bring it down to your solar plexus and exhale all that energy there. And this is a way you can rejuvenate your energy whenever you need to, and when you need to just connect in. Soak it, the sunlight with your hands and put it in your belly. And they're telling me you can do this with the moonlight too. So anyway, feel that energy. Your sun getting bigger and bigger within you. In fact, inhale and your inner sun gets bigger. Exhale, it gets a little brighter. Inhale, it gets a little bigger. And exhale, a little brighter. One more time. Inhale, a little bigger. And exhale, a little lighter. And feel that energy around you. You are looking at all things as if with brand new eyes, because we've just let go of so much when we let in so much light right now. Possibilities, feel the bubbliness of possibilities. In fact, there's so much bubbliness that as you look in the scene to near you in a little creek, there's this cute little otter popping out. And he's looking at you with the cute little looks. And your heart can't help but to feel beautiful toward this. Your heart grows and pulses as you watch him. And he runs and he plays with some of the other little otters around. And there's nothing more playful. I mean, maybe goats, maybe kitties, but in this scene, watch these little otters playing with each other and tickling each other. You can almost feel their laughter. Maybe you can even hear it as you tune in. And this is divine feminine medicine here, opening us up to receive what's there for you. We're not closed off. We are open to this. So continue to watch them play and ask yourself the question, what does it look like if I play? You can play too. It's not just about watching the otters. Let them inspire you to play and kind of have a look in your own life to see where possibly can you allow more playfulness in. I'm not saying to force it in or to shove it in, but to allow this playfulness to bubble forth. What would it take to get you there? Maybe a dance party. Who knows what it is? Just feel the joy and the inspiration from the beautiful otters. And as you're doing this, your vibrations are raising. You could feel it raising around you. You could feel this energy radiating into the whole room that you're in. But back to our scene where we're watching the sun rise over the ocean. I want you to know and sense how you are connected now to all possibilities. Whatever you were thinking about before, that all stayed there. But now in the new possibilities, you can look at the same old things with new light. And why not new possibilities? Why not? Everybody deserves to try something new and to see where that takes them and to follow that. This takes us to the highest part of our own wisdom. And as we're here in this scene, watching the sun, watching the otters, and we're enjoying a little playfulness ourselves, I want you to notice how you feel your connection to Mother Earth. Do you feel her vibrations beneath you because you're so high and excited right now that Mother Earth's vibrations are rising up all around you, adding to the fun? You're going to your next level and you're anchoring this energy into the earth by allowing yourself to personally experience it. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can tap into this, whether it's for a minute or whether it's for a time, but allow this energy to tap in. Okay, we're turning more and more into our true selves as we go along. And this may have different feelings and different things we'll have to leave behind, but always we are being led by our joy, led by our heart, and led by our light. So feel that energy coming in, feel yourself rising to your new potential, and feel how is that going to look like as you start this new lunar cycle? Feel the changes coming to you, coming just to you. Feel your communication opening and the clarity to bring through that communication from your heart. It's there and it's ready to come forth and be spoken to other people. And taking this right back to Uriel, that shining light, activating us and making this whole. So feel the balance between solar plexus up into your heart. There's a strong bond, and right up to your throat for communication and listening. And then right on up to your third eye where you are pulling on that vision that's yours, embodying it and letting it into your life to flow for the benefit of all of us. So I want you to take one more deep breath. I invite you. And let it go. And let it go. Carry with you any messages that you may have gotten. Allow that sun to rise in your life and know that your courage, your strength, and your stamina is always right there when you tap into your solar plexus. One more deep breath. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes, and we are ready for the next cycle of cards. Oh, look at the kitties.
Sorry, so I'm going to ask you again. If you just comment your number, that'll make you, or just pick 1 through 5. That'll be your card for this period of time, this month, and that's the personal message that you're going to get. And it may match the message from the collective, or it may not. And yeah, so we ought to get going. I've been wanting to say that for a long time. That's all I can say. I love otters. They're like my favorite thing. Just one moment. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes and randomly pick on somebody. Okay, where did I? Oh, I picked on the corner. So that would be you, Giancarlo. So you get to go first again. So Giancarlo is number 1. Giancarlo, number 1.
So the card number 1 and message
number 1. There. Okay. There you go.
is a set from the Sea Soul Journey Oracle cards. And it says,
see again? Let's see
what
again.
was that?
Can we see it again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lovely card. Yes.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite ones. The message is accept. May you receive what is as it comes. And it says, reflection. The weather weaves the waves. The tides are tugged by the moon. Talking about the new moon, huh? The sea is constant, and yet no sea is the same.
Right.
Sometimes the gift is gentle water on warm sands. Sometimes the gift can be found in the unrelenting search that beats you back to the rocks. Blessings. May you make peace with the now. May you ask and accept. Because many times we ask and then we're getting the answers or the results of our prayer and our asking, and then we're resisting it. So many times it's not that we're not receiving it, it's that we're pushing it away. So let's ask ourselves also, how are we pushing it away once we receive it? Because when we're receiving it, we're like, and that's exactly not only what we wanted, also what we needed. Blessings. May you ask and accept, may you welcome the gift in everything. Because even in the challenges, there are gifts, and many times the greatest gifts. Including yourself. Accept the gift of yourself. Wow, that is one of the hardest ones, the hardest one to accept, right? To love ourselves, to really honor ourselves, to give as much to ourselves as we give to others. So it's a time of self-care, and August is gonna be a month of purging. So it's gonna take a lot of slowing down, a lot of self-care, a lot of patience, a lot of surrender and trust. Because parts of us are gonna feel, where's my answer? Where is my answer? And it's just gonna take a little bit more time because the energy is a little bit slower. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong or that sometimes you may be in resistance. It's just that it's a slower kind of energy. Mantra, I accept the beautiful, tender truth of it all. I accept the beautiful, tender truth of it all. And that is your card and message.
Awesome. Wild. So I'm going to do the thing again. Oh, it's on Teresa. Okay. Oh, did you feel like you were being shuffled there? I don't think so. I'm going to put you up. Okay. Teresa, your card.
Okay, so continuing on with this theme, the card I pulled up because I like to use this deck when it's around Lionsgate because I think that's the time for me anyway. I like to hear from the different star families. And so this deck is the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck from Jamie Price, who does beautiful light language. And she has light language written on this card, who came from the Orions. The Orions went through everything that we are, but they had a particularly tough time. We think we have it bad. They really did. And so they've learned some lessons when it comes to pain, and they've come through to share that with us. So we know that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional, isn't it? So the affirmation here is, I am transforming with ease and grace. We are allowing this transformation to happen. It's all taking us to our highest good. Where it hurts is the things that we need to let go of. I'll read it to you and show you. The light language in this picture is inspiring change that helps you release pain and empower your creative ability to transform. You are discovering your ability to improve with joy or with challenge. It's all on how we look at it. Is it painful or is it joyful? I won't give you all a bunch of examples, but it says, you have drawn this card to help you find a new way to move through pain. A new way, just another different little choice. Find activities and people that support your flow of change. Look at pain as a teacher that is nurturing you toward improvement with great love, and view yourself as an adept student. You have not failed at creating a positive. You have boldly chosen progress in your life. It's always a choice. And it reminded me of something on John Carlo's card too. And I can't remember it right now. Nope, I lost it. But here we are in a beautiful transformation. And what are we getting out of it? More of our truer selves. We're getting a higher dimensionality, higher consciousness, higher love. It's all there for us. Step through. It's for you. Next.
Thank you, Teresa. That was awesome. I love that card. Sometimes when we're trying to go through stuff, we're we block the releasing of it, and that causes us pain. So, a very, very nice card. Just allow and accept. Okay, so I'm going to do the next one because I eeny meeny myself, and I cannot. Okay, so, and you guys aren't going to believe this, and you can't make this stuff up, but this was the card. Honestly, it popped out again. I shuffled, and then it popped out again, and it's Uriel. So I'll just make Uriel really big for a second. So Uriel, I always think of Uriel because it's August. He's really a sunny guy. He's really an August archangel. And I'll read you the message for. So whoever picked number 3, this message is for you. It's your time to take an inventory of your life, recognizing where you are and how far you have come is essential for the next stage of your evolution. Some situations and challenges have not worked out favorably, but this has led you to your gifts and ignited an inner determination. Your angels are here now to encourage you through this time of inquiry and learning so that you can reach deeper state of awareness and initiate great spiritual growth. If you're wondering about a particular situation or challenge in your life, the message today is that the essential lesson will lead to growth. You may feel in a funk or stuck at this time because you're in the thick of it. But as soon as the clouds part and the light will shine once more, know that these things do get better from here. In the meantime, call in your angels and invite them to shed light on any darkness so that you can be directed toward your highest good and truth. Oh, pretty much a follow-up to your card, Teresa. That's awesome. And Marla, you're going to be up next. So Marla will be number 4. And, I can't pick you from there. I have to pick you from there. Marla, you're number 4. So if you picked Marla's card, this is a personal message for you, number 4.
So I went with the Goddess Power deck. And this card literally jumped out while I was shuffling. So that is our card. And oops, sorry, it was in the upright position. It says Maya Illusion.
Oh, that's a beautiful card.
Isn't it beautiful? Such a beautiful card. So let's see what the message is. It's number 34 for those of you that like to pay attention to numbers like I do. The empowerment message. When you look at the world, everything you see appears to be real. So it's easy to imagine that your current conditions are influenced only by obvious actions and calculated movements. This is an illusion, as everything is intrinsically connected, though not visible to us due to the limitations imposed on our perception by our five senses. Hindu goddess of illusion, Maya, calls you to trust that the invisible world is responding to your deepest desires and intentions to make a better life for yourself and others. You are able to see through the curtain of illusions. Your clarity and intuition is heightened as your next steps are sure-footed. When the goddess Maya chooses to help you, trust that everything you need arises from your world with ease. So beautiful. Yeah, but there's so many illusions, right? We think that they're real, but they're not. And then we can just pause for a moment and connect with our inner knowing, and just use discernment. You can really see, and also that, so maybe it is real, but you can change it if you don't like it. So I love that you need to step into your power and become empowered with it and start anew.
That's awesome. That's a very good card. So Kim, I'm going to have you wrap up the card reading. You're number 5. And then you guys, just so not to, I'm going to have you all choose your favorite crystal that you've been working with, and you can share that at the end of the show before I go. Okay? So not to, you have to choose your favorite card, crystal, Teresa. Okay. So I'll let you go, Kim.
Okay. This is my, I picked this card and it popped out immediately from the Earth Warrior deck from Marlena Fairchild, and it's number 17, Padma Sundari, out of the darkness the light is born. And I think as well, when all of these messages again are beautiful, there is a common energy. But I will read the card, a part of it. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure, empowered and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world. Trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace, and light to disorder, chaos, and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with this higher purpose in all ways. All issues can be healed through unlimited resources and creative resourcefulness of the divine. You are destined to be part of a creative solution for any issue that you have in your life or that exists in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that the divine genius can resolve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. Trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible situations can be turned around. With willing human engagement and divine grace, there is more than enough light, healing, creative innovation, wisdom, and energy available to keep Mother Earth and all her creatures, including humanity, thriving. Never give up your hope and trust in what is possible, nor your willingness to act upon that hope and trust. And I think especially for this month of August, like there is so much energy shifting, but trust that it's for a higher purpose. Trust in what you feel to be true within yourself, because that is your true navigation. That is your compass. That is like this what you feel. And sometimes, yes, it is challenging, but ask for help. We are supported by many, many beings of light and many, many, many dimensions. But it's you also calling it forward, because they also in a way respect your free will and conscious choice. So you finding yourself worthy enough to ask for help, to ask for solutions, for inspiration, whatever way it comes forward. And then I love the message of Giancarlo as well. Receive it, and then when you receive the inspiration, act upon it, because that is a huge thing. Most of the time we receive it and we think, no, I'm not going to do this, or this is out of my comfort zone, because we're all being invited to grow. And yes, sometimes that is fearful, and yes, sometimes we need to stretch, and sometimes that is uncomfortable. But we are here to grow and evolve as beings of light. So embrace the journey, trust, and ask for help. And yes, I would say go for it. Oh, Yes, you're still muted. Oh.
I laughed because you were saying something about, can I see that just one more time?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, no, but I was saying about our earlier conversation, how human we are.
Yes.
Can we
Yes.
pick again? Can we pick again? No,
Yes.
can we pick again? Can we see it one more time?
But in a way, we sometimes do that a lot. Like if we ask for directions when we are driving or so, we're following the directions. But when we ask for support to God, universe, infinite oneness, it's like, okay, no, this is not what I thought it would be. So no, but like, why? But yeah, trust in yourself and in your inner compass and in the wisdom of your body, because it knows the way. So if you feel first excitement and then fear, know that the excitement, that is your truth, not the fear, because the fear is the old paradigm speaking. So listen to your body. That would say yes.
Yeah, that's funny. I was just thinking that, yeah, it's like my husband arguing with the GPS.
Yes. Yes, you can also have that. Yes.
So, Teresa, what's your crystal this month that you've been working with, or something that you've been using a lot? Sorry.
Well, I went through a crisis when I was thinking of it, because there's like, so many, like all around my desk, I have them all around, but I have them buried so that Chidi won't knock them off the table no more. And so I was trying to, which one am I working with? The truth is, I think because of the energy, I use selenite the most right now. I'm always like clearing my energy, and I have one here and another one there. But another thing that I like is the purity of this crystal. And I think that this is one of the ones that you gave me, Marla, because it has that purity to it. You know, that I don't know how you say it, but you could feel it in your breath. You like the purity, like when you're in the presence of it, And so I think that this is one of the ones, and that came from Mount. What was the name of that mountain where you mined at?
That was over in Arkansas at Hot Springs. Yeah.
And so because it loves, I just love to feel it, and I love the loves. But if we had an hour, I have so many more to show you guys.
Yeah, it's like choosing your favorite children. I know. Kim, can we see your favorite one? Because you're next in line.
I have so many, but I always, next time I will prepare this question. Like a lot of gemstones, they are different in Dutch than in English. So,
okay.
But selenite, I have a lot of selenite because I was thinking of that one as well. And the rose quartz as well, to really center in our hearts and support us in the transition we are in. So I would say both of them are beautiful stones to support you this August.
Okay. Giancarlo, what about you? Oh,
that's funny that you're asking about the crystals, because I didn't consciously remember we were going to do that. And
no, it's okay. It's because I never asked you. That's why.
No, I know. Let me tell you. And when I was on my way here, these two ones was like, hey, we want to go.
Okay, awesome.
The tiger's eye and the rose quartz. And
beautiful.
the last the Van Taylor podcast that we did, this one said the tiger's eye suddenly spoke to me and said that there are so many more gifts, the one to be activated and the one to come online. And the more we continue sharing our own gifts, the more we are like that ripple that helps activate the gift in other people. So that was really powerful. And I just felt like the voice of it all over my body. And it was really
cool. Oh, that's awesome. How about you, Marla?
So I've been using selenite also on my tantric malas, and there's some black tourmaline. But they're just like so powerful together too. And then with the tantric mala, like the whole sacred geometry and the protectiveness of the piece itself. But this is one I've been going to frequently, so I would say this would be selenite for the win.
Give a little plug for your website there, Marla. I'm going to let everybody else. So while you're there, you might as well tell them that you make those beautiful.
Yeah, I do. I'm a creator of the tantric malas, and they're really a beautiful piece to support you on your journey, to add an extra layer of protection. And I love doing the custom ones, especially because then I get to go in and really choose with intention specific crystals to help the person that's purchasing it on their journey. And yeah, they're super fun, and they're beautiful, and powerful. I love them.
It's beautiful. So I have been working this month. Just a second. Sorry, I can't speak and move stuff around. So I have been working this month, especially the last little while, with citrine and with. I really have my Labradorite on. It's a blue flash. You can't even see it, but let's see if I can. It's a gorgeous blue.
Ooh, I saw that. I got the flash.
Oh, wow, it's beautiful.
Blue
Oh my
flash
God.
on it.
Wow.
And I have a beautiful citrine crystal I wear. Now, they remarkably work with your solar plexus. So I think I lost Teresa. Hopefully she'll be back. There she is. So they work with your solar plexus. But you wouldn't think blue works with your solar plexus, but blue being opposite on the color wheel, I believe, will actually charge up your solar plexus. Because it's opposite to yellow. So yellow works to harmonize it. The blue will actually help charge it up and power it up and balance it. So wearing both of those helps. So I've been working on my solar plexus, which happens to be the color of the Uriel card. Just very big coincidence. I just feel like Uriel's wanting us to work with them this week. So also I think that would be a good thing to dive into the knowledge of what all Uriel's gifts he brings to the earth. So Teresa, what else do we have left to do? Oh, yes. Okay, so starting with Giancarlos this time. Giancarlos, tell everybody where you can find us, where you can find you. And so people can go. The links are in the bio, but what are you doing this month that's special?
What am I doing this month? Tomorrow I have the Taylor Tavares show at 2 p.m.
I
Pacific.
lost the sound, you guys. I don't know how to get it back.
We
That's
can
okay.
hear you.
We can hear you.
I can't listen, but I'll read your lips, guys.
So tomorrow we have the Taylor Tavares show. We're also recording some episodes of the Devon Taylor podcast. I even forgot the name of our own podcast. What else do I have? So many things. I don't even remember. I just wanted to say that when I was sharing my card, I also received a message. I thought it was for a lady, and then it felt like it could be for more than one person. And that person has been asking if it's like in alignment for them to start a podcast. And I heard, yes, it is in alignment for you to start a new podcast. And as I was hearing that, I just kept looking at the podcast mic that I use. So if you're watching this and you have been asking if you are supposed to do a podcast, yes, you're supposed to do a podcast. So listen to your intuition and go for it and ask for support, because that is what is in alignment for you.
Cool. Thank you. Kim, we've heard from Marla, we've heard from Kim, and Teresa, if you can hear us. Oh, you can't hear us. I was going to say go out and come back in. I'm going to actually put her out and have her bring in. I'll remove her. Oh, and then I'm going to add her back in. Maybe your voice will go back on. Okay, so Kim, what are you up to?
Yes, it's summer holiday here. So with my two young girls, we are having beautiful holiday fun, but there are exciting Soul Love podcast episodes coming up. So also one with you, Rhonda. So I'm very excited with that. That's going to be this month. Yay. And with Giancarlo as well. So it's going to be epic. And I'm preparing for the Flower of Love embodiment journey. So I think this is the 6th round. So we're starting September, and there are beautiful new codes coming in to really help us in this journey of what the 888 as well is for, like rising and anchoring even more of our light and our femininity and stepping into our power and in our truth. So I'm really excited, because it's always when I guide these and hold space for these sacred journeys, it's me receiving these codes, but I also need to embody them and move through them. So sometimes that is very releasing, but it's also very empowering. And I'm really excited for everything that comes. So there are beautiful things aligning, and I'm excited. So yeah, but it's also for all of us. I think we're also riding these waves of the 888 and everything that is happening. So it's really seeing like that's for me, like each time we release another layer of illusion of what's not our truth, it also awakens a deeper truth of who we are. And that is each time magical, surprising, new, and we get to rediscover who we truly are. And I think it's always a gift and a blessing underneath all the tears that sometimes need to shed, or all the slower vibrations that get released. So I'm excited for everything that is coming. And yeah, thank you for sharing.
Wonderful. Teresa can't hear us, so I'm not going to put her on the spot. So what I'd like to say is thank you, everyone, for coming and watching our show today. Whether or not you watching us on the replay, or if the messages are for you, and this will air before Lionsgate, and then the week, like the couple days later from Lionsgate, we have Jen Soto giving us a little bit of update on the energy of Lionsgate, so you can understand what you're going through, because there's a shadow period on either side where you're still affected by Lionsgate. And it's 888, as Diana Cooper reminded us last week. Oh, it's 888. So enjoy, go and dive into the knowledge of Lionsgate, dive into the knowledge of the energies of this month, and get outside and connect with Mother Earth. So thanks for all joining us, and we really, really appreciate you being here. And please like and follow and subscribe Breakthrough Show Network. Check it out. We're on that on Sundays. And Giancarlo, you're on it on which day? Which day is your show on?
Tomorrow, Saturdays, 2 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific. Okay, thank you. And so thank you all, and we'll see you next week, and enjoy.